Hello Mary C. House parents. This is Dr. Catchbone coming to you with our third video newsletter of the year. And as I promised you the last time, I'm going to try to keep this part short because most of it, if not all of it, is in our newsletter that is in writing on our new S'mores website. Just a couple things about what's going on around here. Things are just going great. The kids are really adjusting to the new school year. New learning is taking place. The teachers are excited about the progress they're making already. Our full-day kindergarten program is doing great. The kids are adjusting to the cafeteria, the schedule, the day 1, 2, 3, and 4, you name it. It's going well. We're working out some kinks, but it's going really well. And of course, we could not do that without the support of our parents. We just recently completed a very successful PTO fun run this past Friday, October 6th. So thank you to our PTO board and to all of our parent volunteers. We had more parent volunteers than we ever had. And I can't thank you enough for coming out on what turned out to be not only a gorgeous day, but a very fun and productive day for the students. They really did enjoy it. Pretzel days are every Friday, you'll see in this newsletter. Box tops are due October 20th. Book fair this year is October 23rd to the 26th, so look for information coming home about that. And our PTO-sponsored Haunted House Ball will be coming up, and it is Friday, October 27th. There is some library news in there. Mr. Borg is talking about the kids learning about digital citizenship, and that's really important as our kids are more accustomed to social media and YouTube and other digital type things that they get on their iPads, laptops, phones. There's a family media agreement that she'd like you to review. We have some positive praise in this week's. The nurse news, very important to know that if you have not gotten your physicals or dental forms in, the deadline for that is October 27th, so please look for that information in our newsletter. We still have the picture of our outdoor classroom, and that is being used. We can't thank Anj Vasile, her husband Jay, and his brother enough for the work they put into it back in late September. We do have a new cafeteria manager, Miss Tracy. She is coming to us. Not really sure where she was before, but Miss Kathy Finch, who was our cafeteria manager, accepted a position as the cafeteria manager at Stetson, so we do have a new cafeteria manager. There's parent resources in there as always, our school pledge, and that's about it. So please don't hesitate to go to our S'mores newsletter to read more in-depth information. This week, we're going to highlight our first grade classes, and we have 5 of them. So let's leave this now, and let's go ahead down and visit our 5 first grade classrooms. And what's really exciting about what you'll see is when we visit these classrooms, please know that these first graders just came in from a fire drill that they didn't know anything about. In fact, it was a surprise fire drill for our staff and students. So again, so that we can be prepared in the event that we do need to evacuate, and the entire school and students did well. So you can see they don't miss a beat. They came right back in and got right back to work. So let's head on down and visit our first graders. So as I said, we talked about SWIBs, we visited kindergarten classrooms, so let's go ahead and take a peek into first grade. So let's go ahead and, we have 5 first grades, so we're going to have to do the first 2 down here. We're going to first start with Mrs. Kane.
Hold screen, our third screen is the next thing. Partner holds it over top. Taco fold. Watching carefully. You're pouring your rock mixture over top. If it's falling through, it's a small pebble. Sift. They're probably the larger pebbles. I don't hear any more. I stop. Carefully pour it out. I have number 3. So I have sand, gravel, what's this one? Small pebbles. And last but not least, watch. Taco fold. Those all didn't make it through, so they are my large
Rocks.
my river rock mixture. They were all mixed together. We had to unmix it. We had to separate
You had to
it.
separate them. There's another word. Ariana looks like she knows. If you're separating something into categories, you're also doing what?
Dividing.
You are dividing them. And there's another word too. There's all kinds of words. Goop.
Sorting.
Sorting. Oh, you guys are too smart. I got to get out of here. All right, let's go across the hall, Mrs. Connor. All right, can somebody help me out? What are you getting ready to do? You're going to go into an atlas? What? Okay, whoa, my head's about ready to go. Woo. Somebody else help me. What is an atlas? I have no idea.
A book about maps.
A book about maps. Whew. So now we're down the middle hallway where I had to move 3 first grade classes. So we're going to start with Mrs. Donahue. Let's take a peek. Somebody raise their hand and tell me what this big word is at the top of your page.
Investigation.
Investigation. Did I say that right?
Yes.
What's it mean? So what's it mean to investigate?
We'll do it now. You have to find the list.
You have to find things. Do you have anything to add to that? The news. Oh, if you lost something, you may have to investigate. Gosh, they're investigating to see what the rocks do when you put it in the water. And that's Connor. Connor has his magnifying glass. He's looking real closely. We're going to sneak into Mrs. Skowski's room. We have 2 more to go. Let's see what Mrs. Skowski's doing.
What are you working as right now? What type of
Geologist.
scientist are you working as, Connor? Geologist. And
Geologist?
geologists, what do they study?
Planets.
Rocks.
Dr.
Alright, and then Mrs. Cease's room.
You sifted it all out, okay? After you've shaken it and you feel like it's all sifted out, this is the scary part. You have to now take what's left in the screen and put it into this cup that you just emptied, okay? And some of them stick. All right?
Alright,
Go
so
ahead, let's see if you can do that one.
thank you once again for reviewing this video newsletter, and thank you for exploring our first grade classrooms with me. I always get excited visiting classrooms. That is, again, what does a principal do? Well, he should be getting in classrooms. He should be engaging in that discussion with students, seeing learning taking place, and that is really the most exciting part of my job. And I truly do go in there and act the way I do and the way you saw it. I'm trying to make these videos very impromptu, nothing staged. We just go in and we want you to see what goes on here at Mary C. House on a daily basis. And as you could see today, Science and Social Studies was taking place, learning about maps and atlases and sifting and rocks and pebbles and sand and gravel. And it's the rich vocabulary and the information they come away with is just extraordinary. And I love it because, especially the younger they are, their minds are such sponges. So without further ado, have a great weekend, and I'll see you in a few weeks.